Alright, I am the Soviets, right off the bat here. So before I place... Okay, I've got my hands on a NATO, Fidel... Ooh, Red Scare Purge. That's fun. And de Gaulle leads France, but I don't have defectors, so that could be out there in the mix. Let's get Yugoslavia queued up for a possible influence pushing to Italy. Union 4, pretty standard. Alright, our starting headline phase. The thing that will get us set up for the beginning. And I think I'd like to just really hurt whatever the US is up to. They're going to be going through a Red Scare. McCarthy's going to be running around saying he has a list of names. Oh, interesting. Indo-Pakistani War. I mean, they can choose either one. It'll be a 50-50 chance. No influence will change, but it's going to get two of their military requirements out of the way, and a win gets them 2 victory points. Oh, it went so badly for them, though. Well, that's fine. They still got 2 military ops, so if they don't do anything grabbing Iran, I should do something about Iran. And we're going to do another coup. Oh, success! Lovely, and now I have most of Iran. I don't have all of Iran, but I have a bit of Iran under my control. Good. Oh, blockade. Oh my gosh, they failed the blockade again! Oh my gosh. So, we closed the border. I mean, I didn't know I was going to close the border, but I did. And the Americans did not rise to the challenge. So, West Germany has bailed. And instead they used that point to go to Angola? Really? Alright. Let's just grab as much of West Germany as we possibly can. And then their last card play is going to be containment. Ooh. Oh, space race. Oh, but they successfully got an animal into space. Alright, well, they're definitely beating me there. That's not how it went historically. But I'm glad he didn't get to use his containment for very much. Alright, Truman's in office. So here we go. If I do a coup attempt in Italy, that'll degrade the DEFCON twice, but they will get a couple points out of it, but I don't know. But it will at least protect Thailand and give me a chance to regroup in Asia. Oh, it's very successful! Alright, Italy's gone full communist, that's great. And now the civil defense turtle is telling kids to duck and cover. Fortunately, they got some points out of that. The score is not going the direction I wanted to in the first part of the game. But the board looks amazing. I mean, no American presence in Europe, no American presence in the Middle East, and I'm leading in Asia. Just incredible. Oh, he has no scoring cards. That actually stinks. I really... no! No. That's terrible. However, I will score Asia. It's ready, it's time, boom. Now we're headed the right direction. That looks great. What am I going to do with the rest of these events, though? They're killing me. It's just a lot of U.S. flavored events. I don't like it. Ooh! I can just make this even worse for them. Remove U.S. influence in Western Europe, 3, but no more than 2 per country. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and just get full control of France and just wait for the European scoring card to come up. I think that's going to be great. A fully controlled Soviet Europe is, there you go. It's a thing of beauty. What on earth was that? Zaire, Colombia, and Panama? Do those really feel like priorities right now? Maybe you're not a worthy opponent. That's... I think we're going to use special relationship to re-secure France, because just the irony. And then the opponent's event isn't going to go off because he doesn't control the UK. All right. Here's the beautiful thing. So, you know, when you're scoring regions, presence gets you some points, domination gets you more, but control always gets you the most. Except Europe. Control in Europe is an automatic victory. Now, if he's smart, he will use points to disrupt my stranglehold here. Yep, and he did. Because he cannot allow me to score that and risk winning the game right now. Alright. I think before this spirals out of control anymore, I should at least get the guaranteed points in the Middle East. Good. Got that nice and scored. This is amateur hour. I can't believe I did that. Oh. Let's see. Arab-Israeli war. Well, it failed, but thankfully he gave me the 2 ops I needed because I had not done any cooing yet, and that was going to hurt. But now I don't have to. Plus, there was no influence in Israel to capture anyway, so it was completely neutral before. It's still neutral now. Let's see what he does with this. Ugh, in Asia. I know loss of game is imminent. You don't have to tell me. I mean, I'm going to play the event so that I can play defectors without penalty. Can I get France back? I mean, I'm gonna make one more try. And then, yeah, if he's not gonna take South Korea, I'm just gonna put my influence there. You know, I'll set up those radio towers on the border, and I'm just gonna broadcast, you know, John Il-sung propaganda 24/7 until they start seeing things my way. Before you know it, they're all gonna be shaving their heads and wearing goatees. It's only a 1-point card. That wasn't enough to disrupt Europe. Sorry, America. You lost control of Europe. Wasn't enough for you to keep it going. Because I had every single battleground. European control. I very rarely get to win that way. Ooh, that's so exciting. I'm glad you all got to see that. All right. We're doing another one. Still random again. No influence handicap. Let's see what happens. What was that? Turn 2, I think, maybe? Turn 3? That was so quick. The Soviets again? I was kind of hoping it would switch, but that's what I get for clicking random. And then back into Yugoslavia we go, and pow. All right. Try and shore up Japan. And now I think I'm going to try and put a dog into space. Oh, it didn't happen. That poor Soviet puppy. It's fine. We got tons more. We're gonna get one of them up there eventually. The U.S. failed to meet its coup requirements. Oh, not enough saber rattling for the American people.
They spread and grow in the evil soil of poverty and strife.
Okay, alright, so turn 2 is a little interesting. I still don't have any, I don't have a scorecard, but I know that Europe and Asia are out there. There could potentially be in the US player's hand. What do I even have to play with? Fidel? He's not that useful yet. Warsaw Pact form, I don't really want to lead with that. Indo-Pakistani War isn't that sexy. There's no points to be exchanged. I could just use Nasser and get control of Egypt. We've already scored the Middle East, but I could just double down and make life hell for them. And I'm almost positive that Defectors... Yeah, Defectors is in the discard pile, so he can't stop me. Let's go for it. He's scoring Europe as a headline play? That's so risky. Well, that's actually not a bad thing for the US. I mean, it keeps me from scoring it before it gets worse for him. But, don't like that. That just leaves Asia. Asia is out there in the world. Let's grab the... We got both Koreas. Let's start getting points into Afghanistan. I know the DEFCON is at 3, but I'm not worried about the Middle East right now. Although, watch, he'll coup Iran and open up a door to Pakistan, and then I'll be grouchy. We'll find out. We'll find out what's going to happen. Okay. Oh, alright. He wants to play the influence game with Korea. I mean, I should just let him get control of Japan on his own and then play the card for, like, no consequence, right? Right? Like, that's the correct play. We're gonna go ahead and do a little Indo-Pakistani war. It's not gonna get me any points, but it will get me the military ops I need, and a 50-50 shot of giving me victory points, and it succeeded. 2 more victory points, put them in the bank, boom. I managed to convert the nothing in India into more nothing, but 2 ops, so I don't fail at the end of the turn, and 2 more victory points. Yay! De Gaulle leads France. That's great. But he did use it to just get France back, and he got Canada. All right. I feel like the AI has learned from last time. He's not just going to let me run amok, because actually he's now dominating Europe. He still hasn't gotten Japan yet on his own. I don't want to just give Japan to him, but I really want to use those 4 points. Unless I throw him into the space race, and then he gets nothing. But it's 4 points. They're so useful. But if I use it, it'll give him a battleground. I'll get a battleground. Yeah, let's just keep throwing stuff into space. Another success! Yuri Gagarin. First man in space. Vietnam revolts, that's awesome. Love seeing that. Especially because it gives me that bonus if I want to add points to... I effing knew it! Second I got rid of that card, he finished Japan. Ah! Jerk face. Could kill him. Alright, well every card that I use in Southeast Asia is worth an extra point now, so... Why not maybe contest? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 1 more if I use it in Southeast Asia. That's a 6-point card play for China. China just came and exerted its influence all over Southeast Asia. Boom! And they're going to throw Comic-Con to the space race, and they succeeded. So Liberty 1 is now up in orbit, and I'm halfway to victory. Let's launch this, see if we can get a man to orbit. We already had Yuri Gagarin in space. And now we had Yuri Gagarin successfully orbit the Earth. Whole new field of mathematics to work that out. He's up, he orbits, he comes back, he's still alive. Superhero. So much so that he's going to get a shout out in the Hunt for Red October. Oh, gosh. No! The Organization of American States was founded, and Cuba is a member of it. And they use that to disrupt. If he scores Central America right now, it's going to be terrible. Just terrible for me. All right. If I had just used the 3-point card, I would have had a guaranteed point in Nicaragua. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? He held on to that card that whole time. He spent all of that. No, I'm not even happy that I won. I'm so mad right now. He spent all of that effort trying to get Cuba and Panama, and the whole time he had a scoring card that was going to cost him the mother game, and he didn't do anything about it. He didn't press influence into the Middle East. He didn't try realignment. I'm gonna explode. Spielhan Jaeger had some snark for you about Castro, but Twitch made me create an account before I could chat, so I missed my window. That's fine, pile it on, because I'm full of victory rage at the moment. I'm furious. I can't believe that that's how that went. That's just insufferable to me. Oh, just. All right, we're doing one more, and this time I'm going to choose sides. I want to be the U.S. I want this to switch out. No. There we go. Okay. I did 2 as the Soviets. It's time for a U.S. win. Let's let America win for once. Can we, please? Well. Yeah. 6-point Asia scoring. Boom. U.S. is in the lead. Just like that. Love it. There we go. Now Europe is feeling a little bit better. Oh, and just in the nick of time. Why on earth wouldn't he have scored that like 100 years ago? He had every opportunity. Good, and I got my satellite into space too, so I end the turn still in the positive. It's not pretty, but it's working. Okay, that's positive, and that's super positive. And he can't coup without risk of ending the world, so I don't think there's much he's going to be able to do about this. I'm going to score Central America, and then we will turn our attention to... Well, yep, revealed my hand. He didn't do anything about it, so this is such a huge pickup. Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. Fulgencio Batista is still in control of Cuba. We've got Mexico on our side, which means they haven't nationalized their oil yet, because that's something that definitely happens during the Cold War. And Panama is still on our side. If we can get that, let's see if we can get Alan Shepard. Alan Shepard is the first man in space. It is not Yuri Gagarin. That's delightful. Love it. Ah. Thank you. Give me the Asia. Give me the Asia scoring. Boom. Beautiful. All right. And now 2 more points. Beautiful. Oh, that was great. Oh. Possibly, if the U.S. has the China card, there is an ancient Vulcan proverb. Only Nixon could go to China. I think I gotta open with it. I gotta just make that play right now. No, his is gonna fire first. He got the China card from me for the Cultural Revolution, and then Nixon gets the China card back, but I don't get the points for it. That should have been the win right there. I am so angry. Oh, that should have been the win. Instead, he Cultural Revolutioned me.
And so, my fellow Americans.
Let's blast Quagmire into space. Ah, failed. And that's the game. Oh. Alright. That was a mess. How the heck? That was terrible. Those first two felt much better. I was all over the place. There was some real suboptimal plays there. So fortunately, this is not a how-to stream, because don't learn to play by watching me. Or maybe do, because you can see all the things not to do, because that was a mess. But a win is a win. I will take it. Feels good. All right.